Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for another video. Today I want to work with this granulating color set by Kuretake, and I am sure you have seen these floating around the internet and YouTube for quite a while now. And to be honest, I wasn't going to buy them because I wasn't sure if I was going to use them again in the future. But then I watched a few videos and reviews of it, and from what it seems is that they work really well if you work with a lot of water, and that is right up my alley. So I decided to buy them. However, by the time I got around to buying them, they were sold out on Amazon. So I had to go Google and see who else was selling them, and I found them at Durable Marker Supply. That's where I got these, and they were about 20 bucks, which is quite a bit of money for only 5 colors. But I think this is going to be a fun set to try out. So I think the best approach for me is to just try them out on a piece of paper first, and then I have a leftover paper. It's a little stained, but that's okay. I think these colors lend themselves really well for something like this, so I want to approach it in that same fashion and to see what this is going to look like. I'm also planning on using a little bit of that gold to mix in. So I have a leftover strip. I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same Honeymoon watercolor paper, so I'm just gonna use that. They give you an empty pan. I think it's to mix the color in, but I'm not gonna use that one. So I want to just see how they behave if I take them straight from the pan. So already I can see that there's some blue in it and some pink. So this is called Aurora Red. I love the Kuretake watercolors because I love the big pans. So I want to figure out if I'm going to use all of the colors or if I'm going to end up using just a couple, because they have so many different colors inside of just one color. This is the Aurora Orange. Next up we have Aurora Blue. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, and then next up, the last one is Aurora Violet. Ooh, activated, this looks like pink. Whoa. Okay. Definitely a much different color. Wow, I'm excited now. All right, so here we go. I'm just trying to figure out my plan of action. I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit. and see which color I should start with. I am thinking I will start with the orange, the red, blue, pink, violet. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just laying down some water. And then we'll bring in the colors. I will zoom you in so you can see what it does. Okay, so we decided to start with number 3 first, which is the orange. Actually, put a little bit more water in here. Next up is red. And as these dry, I will bring in some more of that color to saturate it a little bit more, make it more intense. It almost looks like rust. Then we're gonna do the blue. Actually, let's make this a little bit bigger. Next up is the pink. And last, we're gonna do the violet. Of course, you know, they're going to mix together, but I think because their base is very similar, they will work really well together. All right, I am going in again at the bottom and work my way up again to intensify some of those colors, because I really want to see some more of the darker colors. Because right now there's a lot of green in here. I want some of that red to flow into the orange without disturbing those top ones too much. Give this blue a little bit more blue. Trust me, it's the blue. It just looks burgundy right now. And then some more of the violet. And then I think I want to add some of the gold. And get some of that. Off. There's a lot of water right here, but we'll just let it dry and see how it turns out. This is what we have right now. I might have to come in and straighten out the paper a little bit if I see it pooling too much in one spot. But it's something, isn't it? All right. I will be back when this is dry. All right, so here is what they look like in their dried stage. They dried a lot lighter than I was hoping for. There's a lot of that orange that came through after it had dried, and not so much of that beautiful blue that I was hoping for. The violet is very, very strong, even in its dried stage. So I'm gonna be honest, I need a lot more practice with these colors. I don't think I have quite unlocked their full potential, because I maybe should have tried and played with them a little bit beforehand. But I get so excited when I get new supplies that I'm jumping right in. On the other hand, that is a good idea, because this way you can see the progression if you come back and watch my videos. That is, if you just watch this one and it's not for you and you click off and you will never see me again, then you will never know what else I can accomplish with these colors. So that's on you. Sorry. But what I'm trying to say is I need a lot more experience with these colors. I have seen artists work with them that have achieved amazing results with these colors, and that's kind of what I am looking for my future. Another thing that I noticed is that gold really took over, and I am not sure if it's because of the watercolors granulating capabilities, or if I just put too much of that gold in. I kind of wish in hindsight that I hadn't put that much gold in, to be honest. It's a little overpowering. And another thing is, my pens don't work very well on that gold, on any gold really. So I ended up not covering too much of that gold, which led me to have to doodle over the colors, which I didn't really want to do, but that's what ended up happening. I also wanted to keep the white spaces white so that it would break up this painting a little bit more. So yeah, I think next time when I try it again, I will approach it a little bit differently and don't use the gold. My super fine liner pens also struggled a lot going over the dried color, which made it hard again because I had to use the colored parts and leave the gold parts uncovered. It almost feels like the pigments sit on top of the paper, whereas with the Daniel Smith watercolors, it sunk into the paper. Does that make sense? So as I am drawing over with my fine liner pens, I am picking up the pigment or the leftover like dust that's sitting on top of the paper, and I had to clean the tip of my pens quite often throughout. So I'm definitely going to have to play around with how much of the paint do I really need in order for it to dry darker. Because what I have noticed with the Kuretake colors is that they dry a lot lighter than, for example, the Daniel Smith. I was really, really surprised when I came back and looked at the Daniel Smith watercolors because they had pretty much stayed the same intensity that I put down in its wet stage. So I want to definitely play around with these quite a bit more. I also want to use them in my other form that I do by, putting down water and then just dropping in the colors and see how they play out. And because I wanted to use all of the colors in this set, I wanted to use it in this style because this way I can use them all without them getting muddied up too much. Although, because they kind of are in the same family, it doesn't really matter if they flow into each other, but I have a feeling if I use them the other way, it would get a little bit too much to handle. Overall, I am pleased with how this worked out. Is it my best? No, not really. But for a first try, it worked out really well. So the fact that you only get 5 colors is a little bit off-putting if you don't know what you're getting. Meaning you really have to try them out and see how beautifully those other colors come out. For somebody who likes granulating colors, this set can be very exciting because of its potential if you use it the right way, which I probably have not. So if you are on the fence of buying this set, then watch a few more videos. Watch videos. Hopefully you can find videos from somebody that has been continuing to work with them and try them out, and hopefully get different results, because I think you can unlock quite some interesting color combinations with these colors. Overall, I'm glad I bought this set despite its price point. And unfortunately, it's not available on Amazon at the moment. I'll see if I can tag it separately so that hopefully you'll get a chance to buy it if you choose to do so. But Amazon at this moment doesn't have it. I will keep checking, and when it does become available again, I will come back and link it in my description links for you, for future people that will stumble across this video and want to try them out, of course. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I like trying out new materials and see how they work. In fact, I have another video coming up next week where I will be testing out a new watercolor set that I received. So if this is something that you enjoy watching, there's a handy dandy subscribe button down below if you'd like to click that, and also click that notification bell so that you will get notified, hopefully, when a new video of mine gets uploaded. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but lately even I have been getting more notifications, so I hope that for all of you it works. YouTube even has been recommending my own videos to me, which no thank you. I have been watching and replaying those videos to myself ad nauseum. I don't need to watch them again. But hopefully this is a good indicator that it actually works for everybody else as well. With that, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this video, and I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know if you have worked with the set before and what do you think about it, and is there something else I can do better next time with it? I am curious. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.